Alright, Shalom. Before I start this lesson, I would like to say there will be harsh language in this lesson. Alright. But Lord willing does not take away from the edification in the lesson. Because this is a very important topic. So select you for the harsh language. Shalom.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's your brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. Coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. The title of this lesson is going to be Beware of Fake Homies. All right, fake homies. All right, and I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm saying, what I'm going into. So at my job, I did a lesson earlier, speaking about this Jake in my job, and as I finished the night, through the spirit, I had another thought about this situation. So, there's two aspects. Of course, Jake had been through things, and Jake is a destroyed people. That was the title of my other lesson that I did. But, as I began to think about, what this guy was saying to me, there was a moment, where Jake just really, like I said, he flipped out. And I don't know which one I'm going to post first. We'll see through the spirit. But nevertheless, Jake had a moment, which I will probably have to post my other one first. Nevertheless, so you know what I'm talking about. So, Jake had a moment where we was talking, and he kind of was saying to me, like, he don't want me to talk to nobody, and he don't want me to, just come to work and just keep your head down and just, do this and do that. And, part of me was thinking about it like, yeah, I kind of see where Jake coming from, But at the same time, I understand that the scriptures say that we have to use this world as not abusing it, And the scriptures say, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. When you have a job, you cannot be some weirdo in the corner and expect to have any type of favor, or you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna have to play the role to a certain degree, and I thought about something, Jake, right after Jake told me that, I noticed he was kind of making nice with one of the bosses. He's making nice with one of the little bosses that I'm also making nice with a little bit. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? So I see him having that little moment. He's got a big cheese on his face. He's talking to the dude, and I'm thinking to myself as I, have time to marinate on the situation. I'm about to drive home. I said to myself, nigga, you just did the same shit you told me not to do. You just told me not to be, just to not talk to nobody and just keep my head down and just, you making it like, oh, you worried about me getting fired. Wait a minute. If I'm doing my job and then people like me, then there's less of a chance of me getting fired. It's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, of course. Okay, but at the end of the day, your actions is not lining up with what you're preaching. You're not practicing what you preach. You're telling me to not make, not be friendly with nobody, nothing like that. All right, but then you doing the opposite. So, I just thought to myself, this guy, he seems to be he's playing mind games, and he's packaging this whole thing of, well, I'm only doing this to look out for you. I just don't want you to get in trouble, because I'm talking about dude had a passionate outburst. You know what I'm saying? On one side of his mouth, he's saying, you a real one, dog. I fuck with you, da da da. And then on the other side of his mouth, he's saying, he's doing it. On the other side, he's doing this bullshit, where it's like, you telling me, like I said, to keep my head down, don't do nothing, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah. But you ain't doing that, nigga. You I ain't gonna say you kissing ass, but you being tight with the people that's running things, man. You see? So I could do the same thing, right? I'm using this word as not abusing it as well. What's stopping, So I'm perceiving that there's a bit of a hate thing because I ain't been there that long, but the spirit that the Lord put on me, I get along with a lot of people up there, man. Even cross shifts, I'll be getting along with people, man. Motherfuckers be trying to, pound me up. little fist bump or whatever shit like that, which, you know, gotta be careful with this monkeypox, you know what I'm saying? This shit going on, but nevertheless, you know, motherfuckers is, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, it's being cool with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been there that long, so I feel like dude might be hating, man. You know, so you gotta beware of fake homies out in this world, man. Cause you got niggas, and I experienced this in the world too, man. This ain't nothing new. You know, in the world, in this world, you have people, all right, that will come at you and they will seem very friendly, or they will seem very much like they have your best interest in mind, but the whole time they're really looking out for themselves, man. And they'll have you thinking that, oh yeah, man, maybe that person's trying to look out for me. But in the end of the day, you know, as I went through the day, I'm like, you know, trying to operate in the spirit, and I'm like, man, the Lord got me the way He got me for a reason. I'm not about to be up here some old weird ass nigga in the corner looking at everybody like everybody trying to get me. All right, at the end of the day, whatever happens, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, made it happen that way. So I'm just gonna be myself. I'm gonna be wise as I can. You know, harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. I'm just gonna keep on moving, you know, through the spirit, man. So I ain't finna stop making jokes here and there, or, you know, whatever else I'm doing. Just because your ass, you know, don't like the shit. Now I'm not gonna do it in front of you. Now I'm gonna look at you like, man, let me watch this nigga of all people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, somebody else might be on some bullshit and talk their shit. That's life, nigga. But now I'm looking at you like, man, I don't know, man. I feel like you the one, you know what I mean? And it's just little shit he was saying, you know, little shit he was saying to Salakia. You know, I'm going kind of into the story mode or aspect of it, so Salakia. But, you know, the scriptures talk about, you know, how Jake overpassed the deeds of the wicked, you know, and the scriptures tell you that what an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. All right, but he seeketh how to throw thee into a ditch, man. Speaking of Esau, you know what I'm saying, of course. But Jake, you know, get that same mentality, man, especially considering the curses that we under, you know, and I'm in traffic, so Salaki. But the curses we in, the scriptures say his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, man. And you got Jake that see you just trying to do your thing, man, you know what I'm saying, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just trying to maneuver in this world, man, and Jake hates you, man. Jake hates your ass. You know, but not because you did nothing to them or said nothing to them, just because you are you. And it's really be the spirits on their ass too that don't like you, man. But then but see, there's a difference between Jake that don't like you and they don't act like they like you. You got Jake that won't like you and they'll try to befriend you, man. You know, which is some hella deceitful, wicked shit. But you have that, man. You know, and I feel like that's what's going on with this guy. Like, he's kind of, you know, being like, yeah, you know, it's cool, da-da-da. It's weird, man. It's just weird, you know, because as we was talking, you know, the Lord had everything happen through the Spirit. As we was talking, you know, after we got through, Jake don't know what the fuck he want to do. All right? Jake don't know what the fuck he want to do, because he said to me, he said, yeah, man, you know, you shouldn't be talking to nobody up here, da-da-da. He said, from now on, man, I'm just going to, when I see you, I'm just going to say what's up, and, you know, I'm going to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, he came back, and he dapped me up, and he's like, yeah, you a real one, man, you a real one. I'm like, nigga, which one is it? Is you Jake all bipolar, you know what I'm saying, all jumbled up with the spirits? Which one is we gonna do, man? Is we gonna keep it on a high-buy basis, or is you gonna dap me up? Like, I don't fucking get it right now, you know what I'm saying? And so it just really made me feel like, you know, I was trying to understand why the Lord had everything happen the way it happened, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it made me regret even talking to the nigga, man. You know, I almost feel like, damn, I wish I never would have talked to him. But, you know, edification can come out of this, of you younger brothers and sisters that may not be experienced in this avenue or familiar with this type of spirit, to beware of fake homies, man. You got niggas in this world, man, that'll act like they cool with you. That's why the scriptures say, be not hasty to credit a friend, all right, but try thy friend, man. All right, so we're not going to be hasty to call somebody a friend. We're going to have to test you to see if you really are a friend, man. And, you know, that nigga ain't my friend, man. But does he want to, you know, compliment? You know, some motherfuckers do that too, man. Give you compliments. You a real one, man. Try to big your head up, make you feel good. And fuck all that. We ain't got time for all that. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But you got to Hey, you gotta not be caught up in flatteries, man. Fuck all them flattery shits, man. We out here to do what the fuck we gotta do, man. All right. Even in this truth, you take that mentality. All right, cool. You liked the lesson. Call all you how about shimmy I was shy, but it ain't about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm glad you was edified, but I ain't do it. The Lord did it. You know? I'm just trying to be. I'm being who the Lord got me being. It ain't me. It ain't me at all, man. You know what I'm saying? The water y'all about shimmy I was shy for, you know what I'm saying, giving me a spirit and being able to use me, man. That's all I can hope for, is that I can be used and be kept. You know, because you got motherfuckers that'll be used and be thrown away. And I don't want to be one of them. I want to be used and treasured. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, man. You got paper plates, and then you got your china, man. I want to be that fine china that you put up in the shelf, and you save, you know, you save for a special occasion, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be, and that represents the elect. You know, giving you another type of parable. You know, the scriptures say he that is conversing in dark sayings. So basically bring out, you know, new exquisite parables, whatever the case might be. So, you know, sometimes the Lord will put that type of stuff in my mind and I'll say it. All right? We want to be the fine china. All right? We ain't trying to be the chinette. We ain't trying to be the paper plate, the Dixie cups. No, nigga. We want to be that glass cup that you don't want to break. So anyway, you know, it's just, you know, that was a little bit of a tirade, a little bit of a rant right there, but beware of fake homies, man. And I wish I could bring out more scriptures on it, but I think that's gonna do. You know, traffic's getting a little congested as I get closer to the city.
All right, Shalom, Salakia, for the, you know, the poor mic quality, things of that nature, and whatnot. But I just want to give an update on this situation. You know, the Spirit had this be a bit of a process. You know, I recorded this lesson back on the same day that I posted the other lesson entitled Israel Destroy Hurt People, okay? And it was referring to this Jake, you know, but it's been a few days, and you know, I've been, of course, going back and forth to work, and I just noticed, you know, dude is just continually still, you know, doing opposite of what he told me to do. You know, I seen him offering people gum and candy, and, you know, just being real buddy with people, and, you know, I just, you know, just kind of further confirmed through the Spirit, you know, what I thought was going on, you know, that day as I was leaving. You know, it's been continually the same thing. You know, hey man, you know, it even happened where I was playing some music on my speaker, you know, and one of the other co-workers started dancing to it. You know, you think he hopped right on in along and started dancing right on with the music, and you know, the point I'm making is, you know, you know, and it's interesting, you know, because my wife actually had a dream, you know, that somebody up there at the job was going to try to get me in trouble. You know, it was a very broad description of an individual with braids, all right, darker than me with braids, okay, and a few different people came through and so on and so forth, but, you know, through the Spirit, I believe it was this dude, okay, because he had braids and everything like that, and you know, I feel like he told me that to try to get me in trouble, you know, because one of the things is, you know, I'm not doing what you would call brown nosing, all right, because I'm not really kissing ass, but you can't, a lot of times you can't, move up in the ranks, all right, unless you are a certain type of individual. You're not going to be the type of person that gets recommended for a promotion by your coworkers if you're not a co-worker, okay, if you're not a team player, all right. And so by him telling me not to be a team player and just to do my own thing, Salakia, still getting over this cough, okay, it was as though he was encouraging me, you know, to isolate myself and basically to sabotage myself, all right, further proving that he was not a friend, okay. And you know, and there's other scenarios, you know, even with my, you know, I carry my speaker up to work, and you know, just different suggestions, man. You know, you just got to really be mindful through the Spirit, you know, of how people can try to manipulate you. You know, I had a situation where my speaker came up missing at work, and I kind of was, you know, the Spirit, you know, put it on me to go speak to him, and, you know, just let him know, like, yeah, man, Yeah, somebody messed around and took my speaker, man, and I know for sure I didn't misplace it. I had it in my box or whatever, but nevertheless, after I told him, he kind of was, insinuating or hinting that if it was his speaker, he would basically be tearing the joint up looking for his speaker. Ain't nobody gonna steal from me. Ain't nobody gonna do this for me. I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, if you was really to take it to some gangster level at your job, you're not gonna keep your job. And I just feel like he was trying to encourage me to be on some nigga shit to get myself in trouble. If it was my speaker, I'll be looking everywhere. But that's what you want me to do. You want me to be that way so that I can sabotage myself and lose my job. I'm not taking your advice. I'm gonna deal with the spirit, okay? And lo and behold, at the end of that conversation, I said to him, because he's in the world, of course. I said, well, karma's karma's a bitch, man. And sure enough, later that day, my speaker showed up in my boss's desk. So, it just leads me to, consider, did he have my speaker? Was he trying to manipulate the situation in order to get me to react a certain way? And because he encouraged me he seemed to be encouraging that I get angry and look for my stuff. But the Lord had a different spirit on me that day. And there's a few precepts that I quoted in here that I would like to grab. And Salaki, I know this sounds probably not that great on this microphone. Salakia. Oh man. I think a lot of people's dealing with a little cough. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to actually talk on here because I keep coughing. Ecclesiasticus 12:16 says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood." And of course, first and foremost, this is Esau. But you have Jakes that would do the same thing, and be on the same type of shit as Esau would. I'm gonna have to wrap it up with that, man. Alright, call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bashim Rakah Kodash. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom.